The horses are in the starting gate. And they getting ready to position them. But they have shields on the side of their head. Because if they didn't have shields on the side of their head, they'd be too busy looking at the other horse on the side of them. So you cannot look at other folks' blessings all the time. You got to stay focused so you can get to your finish line. To stay focused into the things of God. Because God have chosen me and predestined me with seeds of greatness. So I don't get jealous when I see my brother and sister blessed in the Lord. I just said, praise God. But my faith is steadfast right in front of me. And I begin to pull the things that I need that God will build me. See, jealousy is something that we see so much in the house of God. How can you be jealous of someone else when you don't know what they've been through? You don't know what they dealt with. How many sleepless nights that they had to go through to have what they had. And we come into the house of God. Pray that it's not here. But some houses I've been in and they get jealous because the praise team director can hit the high notes and they can't. Or they jealous because the way that usher really passed the plate and more money was in that plate than my plate. Or she had a free spirit, or he had a free spirit, and they just shook hands with everybody, and I was kind of upset that Sunday, and I'm kind of mad because everybody showed them love and not me. See, God is breaking that out. He's bringing a salutation back into the house of God. He's bringing a greeting spirit back into the house of God, because he's getting us ready for something greater. So this generation that we're in will be known as God, the Lord of the breakthrough. This generation will be known the next 6 years beyond this year. It's a year of new beginnings and greater things to come. Because God is getting us ready. Before those things can come, we have to get in position like the horse in the starting gate. And you got to put your blinders on the side of you so you would not be easily distracted. So if my pastor said, not this Sunday, I don't get upset. I just sit down and say, thank you. Maybe I need to get in the word a little bit more. Maybe I'm not prepared like I thought I was. That's a person with a teachable spirit. And a teachable spirit is a person that has grace upon their heads. But grace means humble. I can humble myself under my leader. That means I got a strong submission. That means I'm in my starting gate with my shields on, and I can move straight forward into the things of God. That means when I see my enemy approaching me and situation approaching me, I can spread my wings and fly right beyond them. What is God saying in this generation? What he's saying in this generation, he's getting ready to put his stamp seal of approval on some things. There are some things that must happen, and it got to happen quickly. Because people are watching you, and God needs to bless you. His word said to be in good health, prosper, as thy soul prospers. God wants us to prosper in every aspect of life because somebody is depending on you. Somebody needs you to break out of the darkness, and so they can walk into God's marvelous light too. When we see why it's so hard on us, God, why I'm having it so hard, because it's your job to break out so they can come behind you. See, God is not picking on you, he's building you. Problems is not just coming at you, it's building you and buffeting you. Because when I look at a bodybuilder, my son goes in the gym and he comes and he come home with big buff muscles. I said, you know, it takes some resistance to build those type muscles. Sometime in life you got to resist the enemy and he will flee. Because every time you resist the enemy, the stronger you become. The stronger you look robust into the things of the Lord. And the things you need God to do, he does it quickly. He's trying to get the church to see themselves the way he sees them. But we still looking. God, what now? God said, no, you are now. If you turn the word now around, it means one. Now faith is the substance of things to hope for. Now our one. One faith is the substance of things to hope for and the evidence of things not seen. Turn the word now around and it's our one already. Amen. Yes. Right. So you might be in here tonight and you might be in a starting gate. You might be in here tonight and you might feel like I'm in a chicken coop. I need the musicians to come. You might be in here tonight and you say, Keith, you don't understand what I've been dealing with. God said it's time for you to spread those wings and soar right up out those problems. If you want this year to be the best year that ever there was, something on the inside of you going to have to come forth like never before. Something on the inside of you got to rise up and take a stand and build the standards. There is young folks watching us. They're watching us. And they need us to hold up the light and save a world from darkness. They need us to hold up the light so they will have a way out. See, you thought the enemy was picking on you. He's on a release to buffet you. He's on a release to propel you into the things of God. Because when we get to that hunger on the inside of us, you have a burden to evangelize again. You having a burden to see things change again. God is positioning a church. Everywhere we go, we begin to see people begin to press more and more after the things of God. Why? Because it's such a cry in the earth now. It is such a cry, oh my God. It is such a cry in the earth now. People are crying because they want out of darkness. But you can break them out. Acts chapter 16 verse 25 said Paul and Silas was bound in a Roman jail. That one prayed and one sung praises to God. And let's speed it up. Suddenly. Suddenly doesn't have time to capture it. Suddenly there was a great earthquake. And everyone that was in the darkness, doors flew open. And everyone's bands was loose. But did you not understand that the walls didn't fall down to hurt anybody? There was no recording that nobody got killed with something crashing down on them. It was just what had them bound broke. What had them locked up broke. I hear the Spirit of the Lord say, you are the key. Family members are waiting on you. Your friends is waiting on you. You might say, God, I feel like I had nothing to do. Yes, you do. All you have to do is seek God. And when you seek God, you are now in that chosen generation, that royal priesthood, that holy nation, a peculiar people, that you should show forth the praises of him who have called you out of darkness and into his marvelous light.